The roar of engines echoed through the cold evening as a line of Harleys rumbled into the small town. People stepped aside, whispering, staring, and clutching their children closer. Among the helmets and leather jackets, one man stood out, Diesel, a tall, intimidating Hell's Angel with scars on his knuckles and a stare sharp enough to cut steel. He wasn't the kind of man anyone dared to approach. Yet, as the bike slowed near a gas station, a tiny voice rose from the crowd. "Sir, can you help me?" Diesel turned, surprised. A little girl, no older than 8, stood alone with messy hair, trembling hands, and eyes swollen from crying. Her pink backpack hung off one shoulder, dirty and torn. She looked impossibly small in front of the huge motorcycles and the towering bikers. He crouched down. "What's wrong, kid?" Her lips trembled. "My mom, she's in trouble." That single sentence silenced every biker around him. Diesel took a slow breath, sensing something was very wrong. "Where is she?" The girl pointed down a narrow road toward the edge of town. "Please." I didn't know who else to ask. No one listened. Diesel exchanged a look with his crew. They had been feared all their lives, judged before anyone dared to know them. And now the one person who wasn't afraid to approach them was a child who desperately needed help. "Show me," Diesel said, standing. "We're coming with you." The girl nodded quickly and began walking fast, almost running. Diesel followed with long strides while the other bikers prepared their bikes in case backup was needed. As they approached a rundown house, Diesel felt something cold settle in his stomach. The windows were smashed. The front door hung crooked. And inside, he could hear faint sobs. He pushed the door open. A woman lay on the floor beside a broken chair, her lip bleeding, one eye swollen shut. She flinched when Diesel stepped inside, terrified he might be another threat. The girl rushed to her. "Mom. I brought help." Diesel's jaw tightened. He had seen scenes like this before, too many times. But this one hit differently. Maybe because the girl had chosen him, of all people, to trust. "What happened to you?" he asked gently. The woman hesitated, then whispered, "My husband, he did this." Diesel closed his eyes for a moment. The girl continued, her voice shaking. "He gets angry every night. I tried calling the police but they said they already warned him before. No one ever stops him. I just wanted someone to help my mom." Her words cut deeper than any blade. Diesel's entire life people ran from him, crossed the street, avoided his gaze. And now he was standing in the middle of a home where real danger lived, and no one had done a thing to help an innocent family. He stood, fury rising in his chest, not uncontrolled rage, but a protective fire he hadn't felt in years. "Where is he now?" The woman pointed toward the back of the house. "He left, but he'll be back. He always comes back." Diesel rolled his shoulders and looked at the girl. "Don't worry. He won't hurt you again." That evening, Diesel and his crew stayed outside the house like silent guardians. Neighbors peeked through their windows, shocked to see a row of bikers standing vigil. The girl sat on the porch next to Diesel, wrapped in a soft leather jacket one of the bikers gave her. She looked at him with cautious curiosity. "People are scared of you," she said quietly. Diesel smirked. "Yeah. I know. But you're kind." She paused. "Why?" The question hit him harder than he expected. He looked at the fading sun before answering. "I wasn't always. I made mistakes. Hurt people who didn't deserve it. But you learn, sometimes too late. So now I try to do better. Even if no one believes it." The girl leaned her head against his arm, and Diesel felt something shift inside him, something he hadn't felt since he was young. A sense of purpose. Night fell. And then headlights appeared in the distance. A truck swerved onto the property, screeching to a stop. A man stumbled out, shouting slurred curses. "There he is," the woman whispered fearfully from inside. The men spotted the bikers and sneered. "What is this? You think you can scare me? She's my wife. I can do what I want." Diesel stepped forward slowly. "No. You can't." The men swung a bottle at Diesel, but Diesel grabbed his wrist midair, twisted it just enough to drop the bottle, and pushed him back. "You're done hurting them. The men swung again, angrier now, but he didn't stand a chance. Diesel restrained him without brutality, without revenge. Just enough to stop him. Then he nodded to one of his crew, who called the police. When the police arrived, they hesitated, shocked to see a Hell's Angel holding a violent man calmly on the ground. But the little girl ran up to them, explaining everything through tears. For once, the officers listened. The husband was taken away. The girl hugged Diesel tightly. "Thank you, you saved my mom." Diesel's throat tightened. He had never expected a moment like this. Not in his life. He felt tears building in his eyes, tears he hadn't allowed to fall in years. "You saved her first," he whispered. "You were brave enough to ask for help." The girl sniffled. "I asked because you looked strong. And kind. Even if people say you're scary." Diesel finally let the tears fall, silently.